From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the L.A. Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And back to the 30. It'll be second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that the defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Touchdown, Panthers! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one over the back line of the end zone, where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown. So now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. That's a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
Middle. Yo. Support. You. No, we changed it.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field.
He's got a man, complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Chargers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all year? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
15 yards. And the Chargers first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Yo.
Now it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson. From the left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
4 yards on the pitch.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
180.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hold the set. Ready. Hook at 19.
first down. They'll start out with Hubbard. There he goes, left side. He's got a full head of steam. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The kicker on.
One after here coming up. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Chargers nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Brings up.
Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, come on. Go. Shut up.
To throw is Jackson. Open man here is Benson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
That's another Chargers.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, report.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And out of bounds right around the 20.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there, maybe we can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. Looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. So an onside kick failed in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done. I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll get this complete downfield to connect. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
At the 4-yard line.
That goes for a gain of 31. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Rodgers now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And oh, it's blocked. Now the Chargers have it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And the Chargers first down.
Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's another Chargers.
Now Lamar changing the play.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point
Jackson
conversion.
here is going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the Chargers' 44-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
19-18.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Rodgers going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage. They'll go in for 2, and they'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Brings up third down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's third and a few inches. Now it's Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Jackson going to keep it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They run over center with Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Hey. You at X. You change it.
From the gun, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
13. Report. Let's go. Get hot. Go. Ready. Ready, shot. Ready. Ready, shot. Hey, Ozzy. Set up.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
No, we changed it. Hey. Go ahead. Hey, tackle ball. Middle.
4th down, here's Jackson. That is caught. Shifts by him. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Benson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Now Jackson operating from the gun. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Rodgers. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First
play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Well, he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 9.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 45-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Benson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
Now Lamar changing the look. Here's Jackson to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Again, Jackson. It's caught. Mitchell. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
We change it. No, we changed it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
3 yards. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
At the Panthers' 8-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That is caught by Mitchell. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Touchdown, Carolina! A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
The Panthers will line up for the
Rodgers will throw for it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. 34. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Third down and 12.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 151 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. When that ball popped free, we could... all the way up here, those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. 4 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it. And here he'll get it down to 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Jackson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Chargers 41.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2nd and 7.
Let's go. 60 Vikings, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Right back to Hubbard. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
On play action, Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, set.
The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Panther 60.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
Bates' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
No, sit on. Report. No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. Open man here is Benson. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
2nd and 1.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Here's 3rd and 6. Jackson now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. Time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. And they have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This is 1st and 10.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Here comes 2nd down. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Jackson to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The Chargers' 46-yard line.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's 1st and 10.
13. 180! 180!
Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field.
First down.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you. But you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7.
Out of bounds, down at the 7-yard line.
Here's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey, come on. You change it. 180. What a shot. You.
Here's Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run. But this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Gain of 9 yards.
Throwing, Jackson. And it's caught. He's got it for the late touchdown. Oh, a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that. We're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Panthers are going to recover here. That should be enough to get them the victory. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they